I think the hurricane is on its way, so decided to take a visit to the beach. Hasn't really come yet. It's surf is kicking up and the wind is kicking up, but no rain yet. It's pretty sunny and bright, as you can see by my squinting. But, you know, I've been working on the same video for a couple of weeks now, and it's a bit more complicated logistically than I imagined, and it's taking longer than I anticipated, so I decided I'll make this video in the meantime to so all my fans won't have to wait so long. But you know, I've had to rewrite and then rewrite the script, and believe it or not, my videos are mostly scripted because I'm not very good at speaking off the cuff in front of and on video without stammering and stuttering and pausing and being awkward and forgetting my place. So you know, these are generally totally scripted. And yes, that little pause there was planned out in advance as well. Hi, my name is Dave Cutter, and this channel is called My Own Devices. These videos are here to document my journey back into home audio after almost 20 years away. If you dig what I'm doing, please like them and subscribe. Thanks a lot. There have been plenty of changes over the past couple weeks to what I call my desk audio system. And here it is. Let's start out with the amplifier. I found this vintage Adcom amp for sale locally that was in fantastic shape. It's rated at 200 watts per channel, and it was really a breakthrough product back in the day. It had glowing reviews across the board due to its fantastic sound and very affordable price tag. I then became very excited when I saw a local ad for these Ohm Walsh 2 speakers. I actually owned a pair of these in 1983. My friend was a salesman at Tech Hi-Fi, and I believe he got me the employee discount. I really enjoyed those speakers, but I was only able to keep them for a couple of years as they had to be sold when I flew to live overseas in 1985. I always regretted parting with them. After driving about 30 minutes to the seller's house, I was delighted to see them perched on a table in the garage, along with a Denon AV receiver, a subwoofer, and a center channel speaker. I could see right away that these Walshes were a bit of a mess, but the seller assured me that they worked okay, but I wasn't able to demo them because nothing was hooked up or plugged in. And I really wasn't that interested in the other items, but he said it was a package deal, I had to get it all. And I really surprised myself that I didn't haggle, you know, try to knock down the price. But, you know, I was so excited and I wanted these speakers that I, handed them the cash and loaded them into the car. When I arrived home and inspected them more carefully, I found numerous issues. There was a missing foot, they were very dry, and they had rough veneer. There was water damage along the bottom. They smelled really bad of, damp. And it had one of them had a broken grill frame. But when I hooked them up to my amplifier, they worked and they sounded glorious. I then opened them up by removing the top driver unit cylinder thing, and inside I discovered a bunch of rotted insulation, numerous loose cross braces, cobwebs, rodent droppings, dead bugs, seed husks, and it was fantastic. In just about 24 hours, I excitedly refinished the walnut veneer cabinets, reattached those cross braces, and cleaned them out. They sound and look fantastic. Now, a couple of the grills are kind of saggy, and Ohm will sell you, made to order replacement grills for a price. Ohm Walsh speakers have a very unique design with a history going back almost 50 years. It seems to me they're often overlooked when people talk about great American speaker brands. I believe they should be mentioned along with other smaller, highly regarded US brands like Magnepan, Boston Acoustics, Vandersteen, or Martin Logan. In the late 1960s, speaker engineer Lincoln Walsh patented his idea of making an inverted speaker driver that radiated sound from the back surface of the cone rather than the front. The advantage of this is that it can radiate full range horizontal sound in a perfect 360-degree pattern. Ohm Acoustics was founded in 1971 after it bought the patent from Walsh's investor. And sadly, Lincoln died that same year before the first Ohm A speaker was released. About a decade later, Ohm Acoustics was bought by one of its engineers, who further refined the Walsh design and runs the company to this day. Inside this cylinder is a 6-inch woofer and a cloth dome tweeter. The woofer fires down inside the ported cabinet and the tweeter is mounted on top. And it's angled towards the corner where the Ohm badges are. This cage is acoustically transparent and cannot easily be opened. They're not really user-serviceable parts. One unique aspect of this Brooklyn, New York-based Ohm company is that you can still get service, upgrades, and parts on virtually any old model. The result of this design is amazing room-filling sound of the kind that I've rarely heard from other speakers. The stereo effect remains intact even if you move around. And if you switch from a conventional box speaker with forward-facing drivers to these, you may feel a little disoriented at first, but from my experience, they present music in an engaging manner that you will soon find very desirable. To me, the only real shortcoming of these models is that they are a tad bass shy. They sound magnificent overall, but if deep bass is your thing, then a subwoofer may be just the thing you need. I hooked up this episode 8-inch sub that came with the Walshes, and using some jacks, I paired it with a clip sub that I already owned. So I'm kind of reunited with these speakers after 35 years, and I'm thrilled. If you ever run across a pair of these online, locally, definitely consider picking them up. They sound amazing. They're really well made, and you can, if you need parts or you get them refurbished, you can send them back to Ohm, and they'll take care of you. So excellent speaker, and definitely check them out.